All right. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in to Alaska Spice Spot Update today with me and your host Harry. And it's weekend and it's been a very long rest for the players since they arrived in the Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon 2021. And we saw how the teams qualified from group stages to the round of 16. And unbelievably, there was wonderful, wonderful performances from teams that least expected and the ones with the high expectation disappointing spectators and fans and supporters of the national teams. And today, the resumption for the quarterfinal and the first leg of the quarterfinal is about to commence, and it will be 11 p.m. Cambodia time, and the host will be on against Gambia today. This encounter is it's something that is most likely not to cause more upset because the indomitable Lions of Cameroon look most likely to dominate against the Gambians. But this is football, you never know. Anything can happen. The Gambians are not in the quarterfinal to just look at the people. I think that they are also looking to create another great upset, just like they have done in the group stage and also in the round of 19 where they eliminated Guinea. Now, speaking of Guinea, eliminations from the Africa Cup of Nations, there's a lot of incident that has been going on, and a lot of things has been happening from the nation of Guinea, where the president is really, really disappointed at the national team performance at the Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon. According to the news gathered from the Zambia soccer news team, it was reported just like something that happened some time ago between the Ivorians, the Ivory Coast team that were arrested when they returned from the tournament by the president from the airport. The president took them straight to detention for not doing, not giving the best performance during their performance in the tournament in that edition. So the president of Guinea was not actually pleased with the national team performance, and he has ordered the national team to refund the money that they budgeted for the team to win the cup. According to the president said that he made available funds for the national team to go to Cameroon to participate in the competition, as well as getting to the final and winning the cup. And as for that, if they fail to do so, the money given to the national team should be refunded. Let me just make a quote from a publication from the Zambia soccer magazines. The Guinea president forgives national team but orders the team to bring back money budgeted for quarterfinals, semi-final, and also final. All right, let me read further. The Guinea president, Mamadi Doboya, has forgiven the national team for not winning the 2021 All Africa Cup of Nations assignment he gave them before they left the country for the game. Initially, the president told the team to either lift the title or refund the money spent on their preparation for food and for accommodation. These are the things you say about African politicians and leaders. But the president has changed his mind because he was very serious and he saw the outrage of the people across Africa as well as the Guineans across the world. Say, like, what kind of a thing is this? This is not fair for the players. They went there, they did their best, and this is football. You either lose or win. So the president saw the reaction of people and the press, and he came back to say that he has changed his mind, but he has ordered the team not to refund the more money spent. However, he has directed the Football Association of Guinea to return the untouched cash budgeted for quarterfinals, semi-finals, and the finals, as they only went up to the last 16 where they got beaten by the Gambia. You see what Gambia have cost. Gambia have created a lot of problems for Guineans, and I just pity all the Guinea people. You understand? So in a mere language of a mere understanding of a ordinary level, it sounds right, but in football this is not right at all, and this is not good for the image of the Guinean football as well as the African football as well. But it's kind of really ironical. It's funny to me because African leaders, if this money were given to politicians, I'm sure they will give allocations and all kind of feedback that even the money was not enough that the government will be owing them. But when it comes to people who are sacrificing so much for the African football, and as well as Guinea precisely, they will be penalized for doing things like this. It happened in Ivory Coast, and I wish this kind of things will be happening to Nigeria Super Eagles. And let's see, Nigerians, anything about Nigerians is always on the extreme. They will cry out, they will do so many things, and I know some players will deny playing for the country from the next time they call them to play. But that's just what it is. Guinea, and it's always one or two things, drama always coming out of it, whatever that has to do with African football. And for real, this is not good, and this is not for the good image of an African country. And we hope that we don't see anything like this coming up again. All right, so let's move on to the feature of today. We've seen so far how this tournament is going very, very interesting, and we are in the quarterfinal, and Cameroon will be playing their first game tonight at 11 p.m. Cambodian time, and as well as the second match of the day will be played 2 p.m. all the same day. And this edition of the quarterfinal will just be only for 2 days, for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. All right, so we see I beg your pardon, we see Gambia taking on the host nation Cameroon for the first leg of the quarterfinal. Like I rightly informed before, Cameroon has won almost all their matches except one that they had a draw against Cape Verde, and Gambia also has fared well so far, and they're doing amazingly well in the competition, and we'll see how it's going to go. But for me, I don't see any top challenge game for Cameroon because they are a very physical side, and they're looking forward to continue their winning streak against Gambia tonight. Looking at the table at the moment, the top scorer of this edition of 2020 Africa Cup of Nations, Cameroon, still remain Vincent Abubakar, who has 6 goals so far, and is still in the tournament in the quarterfinal for Cameroon. We have Ibrahim Kone of Mali. They are still contending. No, they've been kicked out of the tournament in the quarterfinal, in the round of 16, I beg your pardon. We have Malawi is already out. Gabardino of Malawi, he has 3 goals, he's out of the tournament. We have Toko Akambi. Toko Akambi is a player for the Cameroon national team and is still in the contest. So these are the people that are leading in the top scorer. The rest are just 2. Some of them are already out of the tournament. So we see who is going to end up being the top scorer. But I think that Abubakar has a pretty much chances of becoming the top scorer of this edition of the Africa Cup of Nations with 6 goals, and the next person to him is also a countryman who has 3 goals. We're talking about Toko Akambi. Surprisingly, we also have Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso will be taking on the team that said Nigeria parking. All right, Tunisia has become they have become a highly rated team so far after defeating Nigeria, and this competition now they have been tipped as one of the favorites, and people are looking forward to what is going to happen between the West African country and the North Africa. And let me remind us here again, and I said it against Nigeria versus Tunisia, and I'll repeat it again. Matches involving West Africa and North Africa is something that is always turning out right for the North African. I don't know how they do it, but I guess because of the fast football they play, the technicalities that are involved in their games that they play. And I'm looking forward to see how Burkina Faso are going to be able to tackle and throw some really, really attacking football against the Tunisians, who defeated Nigeria 1-0 and kicked Nigeria packing out of the tournament. So that is going to be an explosive game tonight, and that will be 11 p.m. tonight. And tomorrow, 11 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to see Egypt taking on Morocco. Wow, this is going to be smoking. These are these are 2 teams that I know that I am not in supporting of any team right now, but I want to say that I am a big fan of Morocco football style of play, and I'm also the same for Egypt. So we're going to see one of the African players coming up so good. And I don't know, it's going to be something that we've not seen so far in the tournament, and that will be on Sunday 11 p.m. Cambodia time. That will be. Then the final quarterfinal match will be Senegal taking on Equatorial Guinea. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I never saw this coming, that Equatorial Guinea will get all the way to the quarterfinals of the All Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon 2021. But it's already happening. It's a reality. And kudos to the team for doing a wonderful thing. And you know what they created? They were the first team to create an upset in this edition of Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon. And they are up against Liverpool. Top four striker, the most creative force of striking in a squad of Liverpool currently. I'm talking about Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane was actually injured in his last game and was taken to hospital. We saw the photo of him and the goalkeeper, and today he has been declared fit to compete tomorrow against Equatorial Guinea. Is going to be football explosive in the quarterfinals. And let's see, which team do you think is going to make it all the way to the semifinals? Who is going to win? Who you think is going to qualify from the quarterfinal to the semifinal, between Gambia and Cameroon, between Burkina Faso and Tunisia, between Egypt and Morocco, and between Senegal and Equatorial Guinea? It will be very lovely, and it'll be very lovely to see your predictions, and thank you for keeping them rolling. Let us know who you think is going to make it to the semi-final out of the round of 8 and to the round of 4 and the round of 2, which is the grand finale of the final. And tell us which team is going to be the winner of the 2021 Cameroon Africa Cup of Nations. My name is Harry, and thank you for being there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's been a Lasco Spice Sports Update with your host Harry, and talk and leave, no time to tell time. God bless you.
Pour moi, qu'ils sont bien de jouer ici à l'Efcon FC, parce que c'est les Maliens qui font les 2 ans anniversaire.
Oui, à mon humble avis, le tournoi se passe très bien, et tout ce que je vois, et je pense que tout se passe dans les bonnes conditions, surtout que les 2 équipes sont déterminées à jouer le beau football, et tout ce que je souhaite à les 2 équipes, c'est que le meilleur gagne. Déjà, c'est pas mauvais, je vois déjà le meilleur d'eux, je vois du bon football, je vois quand même chacun se tire la tête de l'eau, et ça se passe très bien. Et moi, je suis ravi.
Ok, merci beaucoup. Maintenant, le match là, tu dis quoi sur le match, ça va terminer combien?
Je ne peux rien dire puisque je suis arbitre. Tout ce que je sais, c'est que les 2 équipes, que le meilleur gagne. Je ne peux pas pronostiquer sur les 2 équipes. Tout ce que je sais, c'est que, tout ce que je peux dire, c'est que la meilleure équipe gagne.
Ok, merci beaucoup.
Thank you.